What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here, coming to you from the great state of Texas, Austin, Texas, actually. And if you've been watching my show here for a while, you know we're actually here for my wife's surgery. Yeah, my wife just had a kidney surgery. She has a rare kidney disease called MSK. They actually went into her kidney through her ureter with a laser to clean out her kidneys. She has had kind of kidney stones in there, blockage, and they went in there with a laser. She has chronic kidney pain. She's in pain, massive pain every day. That's the real reason for the, not really for stones per se, but to actually kind of get rid of the daily pain. So the surgery was successful, at least in the way that they went in there, removed the calcifications from her kidney, which are kind of blocking up the ducts of the kidney. And so that was successful. They removed the calcifications and removed the kind of sand and grit and kind of stones that are kind of blocked in there behind that. And so that was successful. They removed the calcifications there. And about 85% of the people that go through this very specialized surgery, there's only a few doctors in the US that can even do this surgery, which is the reason we came down here to Austin. That was successful. So she's doing well. She's in pain, which, you know, it's a surgery, so it's kind of expected. Thank you so much for all your guys' thoughts and prayers that we've seen through the comments. The day before, we actually met up with some friends and we went to one of the aquariums here. She got to pet some penguins, feed some penguins. We got to feed some toucans, and we got to pet some lemurs. So we had a really, really nice day here the day before. It was really, really awesome. Thank you guys all for your well wishes and your prayers. We've seen them all. You guys are actually just an absolutely amazing family and community here. So yeah, thank you guys so much. You guys are absolutely amazing. So now we hope that after cleaning out her kidneys per se, that the pain will go away or be significantly reduced. And the hope is that it will last for several years. And then if we have to do it again, we do it again. But this is the hope. Yeah. So, yeah. So let's get caught up with everything going on here around the world and in our country. Here we go. First things first, Senator Dianne Feinstein, the longest serving senator, woman senator, maybe even the longest serving senator there, period, has passed away at age 90. Yeah, so quite a while. And she's also I believe, the first woman senator from California. And of course, a lot of people now know her for how old she is, which is definitely a concern. We see Mitch McConnell, we see Dianne Feinstein, we see Nancy Pelosi, all these, you know, people in their 80s, or even her in her 90. At age 90, she's now passed away. That is a concern with people being up there in age. I definitely think that something needs to change. The problem with that is that they need to vote to pass that. But nonetheless, she was kind of a trailblazer, being the first woman from California elected as the first woman senator there. And she did a lot for women, and also her trailblazing with the CIA and the military, under what she brought to light here in the past for that. And actually her work, which a lot of people said was very risky, and they actually did with the kind of corruption and the torture. There's actually a movie about this. The true story behind the movie, The Report, that she exposed with the CIA and the military on torture. And it's a really good movie. If you want to go watch the movie, it's called The Report. And Dianne Feinstein actually exposed this. And no matter what side of the aisle you're on, it's a very, very good movie. I recommend it to anybody. and this actually came from the Bush and the Obama administration, and she helped expose a lot of this. And you know, whether or not, no matter what side of the political spectrum you're on, I believe that senators that help bring a lot of stuff like this to light and stuff that maybe shouldn't have been done is really what I think senators should be doing. And you guys can let me know your thoughts on this, because there was a lot of stuff that shouldn't have been done that was exposed, and she really stuck her neck out there. And especially for a woman senator to be doing this was really, really something that a lot of people could not believe, and really put her life on the line. You guys can let me know your thoughts on this. We also had a very big vote that just occurred, and we're going to see some consequences on this. Take a look here.
On this vote, the yeas are 198, the nays are 232. The bill is not passed. Without objection, a motion to reconsider is laid on the table.
Yeah, and you can see the headlines here. Republicans reject their own funding bill. U.S. government shutdown imminent. Yeah, and this is the problem here, is we're actually seeing Republicans not even agree with their own bills. Dissension among the Republicans in their own ranks. So that vote for a continuing resolution failed. This is just for a temporary government funding. Here's what Kevin McCarthy, Speaker of the House, momentarily right now, because Republicans are potentially going to oust him as well. Republicans are also looking to pass into an impeachment inquiry as well for President Biden. So there is a lot going on. Here's what Kevin McCarthy had to say.
You guys are still here?
You are here.
Well, I think we had an interesting conversation there, but we continue to work through trying to find the way out of this. I firmly believe
Thank you.
There are no winners in a government shutdown, and I think that's the best way forward to make sure government does not shut down. Question?
So what do you
need to do now? Are you open to a clean continuing resolution for a couple of weeks? Is that where you're headed now?
I think if we had a clean one without Ukraine on it, we could probably be able to move that through. I think if the Senate puts Ukraine on there and focuses Ukraine over America, I think that could cause real problems.
So
you would accept
are you
the
waiting
CR
for
without,
the Senate?
without border provisions? Is that what you're saying? You think that?
As well, look, our goal is to secure the border, and that works as we work the appropriations. As you remember, the House is the only one that's passed any approach, 70% of all the discretionary. The Senate has not. I think it's productive if we keep the House open while we finish our work. And so what I've directed the members is they were supposed to be out next week. They won't. We're back here finishing our work, and we'll finish through all 12 appropriations.
So what's your timeline on this now at this point? Obviously the government shuts down tonight at midnight. Is that just baked in the cake at this point?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I think we can still move.
Did you tell President Zelensky that you would not be supporting Ukraine funding last week?
I didn't know that came up.
So you're saying that clean CR for 2 weeks with extending current funding?
Zelensky didn't talk about shutdown or what was in the CR. He never brought any of the CR up.
But you're extending current funding levels for 2 weeks. Is that what you're saying?
No, I didn't say that.
Without Ukraine. So
no, you asked me a question of which way to go and where we're going. I look at what the Senate is doing, and I think what the Senate produces, if they produce it in the manner that they are, is probably lead us to a shutdown. If they produced a clean ability to keep the government open while we finished our work and they've got into their approach bills, I think we could solve that.
But in terms of chronology here, are you saying you want the Senate to go first?
No, I'd like to go first.
So then are you
but
doing tomorrow?
I don't know that the Democrats will vote for a clean continuing resolution. You should ask them that question.
Well, I think we have, but
and what they say?
It's a mix really across the board.
No, but exactly.
So tomorrow then are you doing that vote? Like just what's your timing?
I'm looking right now. I had proposed to put a clean one up, but the Democrats won't vote for it, so that would be a shutdown, but I'm working through maybe be able to do that.
So do you intend to reach out to Leader Jeffries then about that? At what point is reaching out to Democrats preferable to failing again with just Republicans?
I don't know, did we fail when we passed all those appropriations bills?
You failed on the CR today.
The CR didn't pass, but it's just like in life, if you quit after the first time, it's only a failure if you quit.
Or if you do the same thing over and over again. I mean, do you intend to reach out to Democrats to perhaps pursue a different outcome?
I have talked to Democrats. Unfortunately, Democrats don't even want to vote for a clean one. I think they
What are you
That's something you're going to accept, not cutting spending, keeping it at current funding levels. Is that what you're
Look,
saying?
what I see
Extending
in the
current
Senate,
funding
it's the limits that we agreed to in the debt ceiling, to move that forward as we finish our appropriation. I'd
As far
like
as
to keep government
chronology is
open.
concerned,
What are you voting
what
on
are you
tomorrow?
going-
Are you voting on more
We're
appropriations?
working on that right now, and we'll post it, and you'll be able to see it.
As far as
Last question.
chronology-
Democrats kind of feel that they already compromised by offering only $6 billion in their CR in the Senate.
No.
So what's the difference
no.
between you saying zero and the idea of how is $6 billion when the Biden administration wants $24 billion not a compromise?
No, that's in the supplemental. We're talking about keeping the government open, and they're changing the priorities. I think when you're talking about keeping the government open, when you're dealing with CR, you're dealing with what you're just funding right now. That's extra, and that's a whole nother discussion. So if they would like to keep the government open, which I would like to do, we would be able to move forward as we finish our appropriation bills. Thank you all very much.
Yeah, so as you can see, they had a lot of problems. And this is the problem in Congress repeatedly. Republicans and Democrats have significant issues. Right now, there's a lot of problems even within the Republican Party. They have significant issues between just themselves. Speaker Kevin McCarthy even may be ousted. I actually think he's done a pretty good job because within the Republican Party, remember that a lot of each party and leadership in Congress is getting votes, getting actually something done and compromising between the two parties. If you don't get compromised between the two parties, nothing will ever pass. Remember, you have to get things passed between the House and the Senate and the president to sign things, or else nothing will ever pass. Remember that, okay? It's not just one party rules to get things done, or else nothing will pass. Also, it doesn't seem like a lot has gotten done here over the last year in Congress, okay? And this is why Social Security needs fixed, Medicare needs fixed, and our debt problem needs fixed as a country. And without bipartisan solutions, that won't happen. So I'll keep you up to date here. Let me know your thoughts here in the comments. If you haven't yet, click the subscribe button down below and the bell icon. Thanks for liking and sharing these videos. I'll keep you up to date here. Click here to see my newest video with Colonel Tony Schaefer, or click here to see why 99% of Americans have no idea what is happening in this video. Click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.